Mahatma Gandhi is known as an icon of non-violent resistance, a spiritual and political leader who led India to independence through the philosophy of ahimsa, non-violence. However, not many people know that one of his greatest sources of inspiration was a renowned Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy, famous for his works War and Peace and Anna Karenina, was not just a novelist but also a philosopher who deeply explored spirituality, simplicity, and non-violent resistance. For Gandhi, Tolstoy's ideas were not just reading material but the foundation of his struggle. He even corresponded directly with the Russian writer during the final years of Tolstoy's life. Gandhi's journey of discovering Tolstoy's philosophy began when he was a young man studying law in London in the late 19th century. There, he started reading Tolstoy's writings on simple living, non-violent resistance, and Christian moral teachings that resonated with Hindu values. One of Tolstoy's most influential works for Gandhi was The Kingdom of God is Within You, which emphasized non-violence, universal love, and the rejection of oppressive social systems. This book profoundly impacted Gandhi's thinking, making him question the injustices occurring in India and South Africa, where he first began his activism. In 1909, while fighting against discrimination in South Africa, Gandhi wrote a letter to Tolstoy. In it, he explained his struggle against the oppression of the Indian community in South Africa. Soon after, Tolstoy replied, expressing his full support for Gandhi's peaceful resistance. In his response, Tolstoy emphasized that non-violence was the most powerful weapon against oppression and that tyrannical power could not survive if people refused to cooperate with an unjust system. This correspondence became a testament to how the thoughts of two great figures from different continents converged on a shared vision, fighting injustice through moral strength rather than violence. One of the most tangible proofs of Tolstoy's influence on Gandhi was Tolstoy Farm, a small community Gandhi established in South Africa in 1910. The name was no coincidence. Gandhi named the place in honor of Leo Tolstoy, whom he considered his spiritual mentor. At this community, Gandhi applied Tolstoy's teachings on simplicity, hard work, and self-sufficiency while educating his followers on the philosophy of non-violent resistance. Tolstoy Farm became Gandhi's first social experiment, where he developed the strategies that he would later bring to India in the fight against British colonial rule. Although they came from different backgrounds, Tolstoy was a Russian aristocrat and Gandhi was a leader from India. They shared remarkably similar perspectives on life and struggle. Tolstoy believed that violence only led to more suffering, a concept that became the core of Gandhi's Satyagraha movement. Tolstoy, in his later years, abandoned his wealth and noble status to live simply in the Russian countryside, just as Gandhi chose to live minimally and dress modestly. Both Gandhi and Tolstoy believed that true strength did not come from weapons or political power but from morality and unwavering commitment to justice. When Leo Tolstoy passed away in 1910, Gandhi was still in South Africa, continuing to develop his non-violent movement. However, even though Tolstoy was gone, his ideas lived on in Gandhi's struggle, which eventually led to India's liberation from British rule in 1947. Tolstoy's philosophy also inspired many other world figures, including Martin Luther King Jr. in the American civil rights movement. To this day, the intellectual connection between Tolstoy and Gandhi stands as proof that the words of a writer can inspire revolutions that change the world. Mahatma Gandhi and Leo Tolstoy may have come from different worlds, but their ideas united them in a universal struggle, resisting injustice with moral strength, not violence. From literature to direct correspondence, Tolstoy's influence on Gandhi was so profound that it shaped the strategy of peaceful resistance that ultimately freed India from colonial rule. This story proves that an idea can transcend borders and generations, inspiring real change in world history. For more fascinating stories about world leaders, follow Secrets of World History and discover unique facts that shaped history.